Hi, I'm Kimball,
I'm Leb.
and we'd like to welcome you to our second unboxing video.
Yay!
Yay! Okay, so this time we went shopping again, but now we were no longer limited to just shopping in Japan. Where did we shop this time?
Shopped in Indonesia, Italy, and the UK. But of course, we shopped in Japan again.
Oh, of course, we can't miss Japan. And the best thing about this, it wasn't that expensive thanks to Buy&Ship. Because look at this, it's
Huge!
huge! And all we spent is around, what, 4,000?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because they used the actual weight of the item. You know, we measured this. If they were using the volumetric weight, how many pounds was this gonna be? Like 17
Yeah.
pounds?
And this one is actually just 10 pounds.
Yeah.
How much would it have cost?
If we used the other services, it would have cost like almost 6,000 to
Oh.
have the shipped.
Oh my god, so this is really worth it, right? Anyway, so before we waste more of your time, we're just gonna head to the unboxing and show you all the goodies we bought from all over the world.
Yay!
Okay, so now we're going to open this huge and big box.
That's what he said.
Hi, let's keep it GP for our fans, or rather our audience.
Wow, look at that. There's a lot of things in this box.
Okay.
Where did we go shopping this time?
So many countries. Now, for the very first box, this is from Indonesia. I actually got a steelbook, the gold steelbook
So
for
shiny.
for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Ah, look at that. That's awesome. So glad I have this. And now I have all 3 steelbooks from this game.
Amazing.
All from Buy&Ship.
And look, it's Rollo from Tails. I now have a steelbook of all the mascots. I had a hard time finding that one. Found it in
Yeah.
Italy.
And this one is a magazine for WrestleMania 20, my very first WrestleMania.
Oh, and this like the main highlight of this box. It's Trails of Cold Steel 3. Thor's Academy Edition. I had a hard time finding this at a cheap price. Luckily, someone from the UK sold it for like SRP. And I even got it below SRP because I bought it during when BDO had their 8 promo where you get a 10% rebate. So this is so amazing.
Amazing.
Look,
So
even has the
amazing.
Mishy plushie. It's all complete,
So cute.
just like you. Oh, let's put this back in the box.
Okay, so this one is from our favorite, Suragaya. Look at that. So many things inside. We have like 2 collector's edition, a steelbook, some figures. So first up is the WWE 2K18 collector's edition, which was priced at around,
700 pesos.
I
Can
think,
you believe that?
it was really cheap. I couldn't pass it. So it has a John Cena figure. And the reason why I bought this thing is because it also has a plaque that John Cena himself signed, I assume. And of course, it also contains the game itself. Now, as you can see here, there's John Cena when he first started, or rather, that was his first WrestleMania.
Hey, next up we have The Last of Us 2 Special Edition. Look, it's complete. And how much did I get this for again?
I think also the same, like 500, 700 pesos.
Yeah, so cheap. And like the steelbook is in perfect condition.
Your steelbook collection is growing thanks to
I
Buy&Ship.
know. Lason sobra.
Hi. Anyway, and this one is the Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee steelbook. It's kind of hard to find, but man, in Japan, it was cheap. Oh, look at that, so
Like
cute.
it's like 1,000 yen or something.
Yeah, and now I have these 2 steelbooks in just one package. Okay, and then I also got a Megazord card, and as well as some Animal Crossing figures. Here's DJ Cook, and that's it.
DJ KK.
DJ KK, and so good.
Amazing.
Okay, guys, so as you can see, we had a smaller shopping trip this time. We didn't buy as much, but we bought from more stores than we did last time.
More countries.
Yes, and actually, We had fun talking to some of the online sellers. For example, from the one from Italy, we had to bargain a bit through eBay, and that was fun. And as you can see, we actually had a lot of good deals this time. I think even better deals than last time, right?
Yes.
And it's
Like this one. It's so hard to find this one nowadays.
yes,
But
actually.
we found it at SRP.
Yes, I helped her with this. I think we kept seeing like $200, $250. And then, yeah, we got it at SRPs. It was so worth it. And all of this is thanks to Buy&Ship. So, what we're going to do is teach you how to use Buy&Ship so you can have shopping trips like this as well. Enjoy! Okay, so the very first thing that you will have to do for Buy&Ship is you have to create your own account. Now, that's a fairly easy thing to do. So, I'm no longer going to go through that. The very first thing that you have to look at is after creating an account is the overseas warehouse addresses so that you can see which countries you can order from. So, as you can see, these are the countries that you can send your packages to. US, UK, Japan, Korea, China, Taiwan, Australia, Italy, Thailand, Indonesia, Canada, and Hong Kong. Now, this is the address that you will input to whatever shopping site that you go to. So, for example, if I'm using Amazon US, this is the address that I will be using there. On an important note, I blocked it out, but usually your first name will be whatever your first name is, but your last name will be a string of letters. Make sure that you follow this because this will be the way for Buy&Ship to identify your package. So the next thing that you will do once you've ordered your item is to declare your item. Now, this is only possible if you're given a tracking number by your seller. So the first thing that you will do is click here to add a new shipment. And then next, this is what will come out, and then you'll have to pick which warehouse you set the item to, which courier the seller used, and what the tracking number is. And then you have to put the item details down below before you add it to your list. Now, if you don't have a tracking number, you'll just have to wait for Buy&Ship to receive your package, and only then can you declare your item. Once that's done, it's now going to be the waiting game. So as you can see here, there's going to be a list of declared items, the one that you've reported. They will say if it has arrived at their overseas warehouse, which is, for example, if you ordered in the US, it will arrive in their US warehouse. Next, they will send it out from their overseas warehouse to their Hong Kong warehouse. Now, this will take different time periods depending on where you bought the item from. So, for example, we bought some from the US and it took around 1 week or so, while when we bought something in Japan, it only took us 3 to 4 days. Now, once it's arrived at the Hong Kong warehouse, this is where the magic happens. So, as you can see, here are all our shipments in the Hong Kong warehouse. So far, we have 6 items. Now, once it arrives in the Hong Kong warehouse, they will give you the weight of each item. The pricing for Buy&Ship is that it's 620 pesos for the first pound and 380 pesos for the succeeding pounds. In our case, we have a little bit of a problem because the total weight of all of our shipments is at 10.5. So we're hoping that one of the shipments that are coming in will be around 0.5, just so we can have a nice round number. So once you've consolidated your order, the next step will be just to wait for it. And now, while waiting, you can go to the order page and you can see usually they do give you a tracking number. It's going to be under packed for delivery. You can check it from time to time. In our experience, it takes around 4 to 7 days for the package to arrive to us. And there you go. And we're back. Hopefully that guide was helpful for you so that you can start your Buy&Ship experience too. So, are we going to go shopping again soon?
Of course.
What are you planning to buy next?
More steel books.
More steel books. And
More CEs.
More CEs. And I'm just here to support you in buying all of these goodies. Thank you. Join us next time again for our next unboxing. Thank you again to Buy&Ship for helping us buy all this amazing stuff from all over the world. Bye!